Hi, welcome to this fresh episode of Small Talk, powered by Ergonomics, House of Premium Office Furniture. A quick introduction about thInQ. thInQ is my dream company. We try and provide consultancy to small and micro businesses. Small Talk is our segment where we interview architects, interior designers, and try to understand what is going on there in their creative heads. So today, my guest here is architect Neha Jaipuria Shelke.
Hi, everybody.
And it is so difficult to call you Neha Jaipuria Shelke. I'm used to calling her Neha, 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 Neha. And we go back 20 years, I think.
Yeah, almost.
So it is so difficult to professionally introduce you, and I'll still give it a try. So Neha is an architect by profession. She did her graduation from Priyadarshini College of Engineering and Architecture in Nagpur. And then with her then fiance and now husband, she runs her own design studio called A& Design Studio.
Yeah, that's right.
Based in Ravinagar, I suppose.
No, Law College Square.
Law College Square.
Exactly, yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah.
And Neha has been a close friend, philosopher, a fellow philosopher, a guide, and someone who is like a go-to person for me in the industry. So Neha, let's quickly start this small talk. And I was just wondering when I invited you that how do I know you? Well, we have common friends and that's how I know you.
Yeah.
But after so many years of knowing you, I never knew why you went into architecture, because I remember when we met first, you were already into architecture college.
Yes.
So my first question to you is, why architecture?
Okay, so there are two reasons, if
Okay.
I can pinpoint them. First, in our days, aptitude test was very popular. So
Okay.
same, I also went, एक aptitude check लिया जाके institute में. So they said you have both analytical as well as creative brain.
Okay.
So architecture may be a profession for you. ऐसे करके उन्होंने कहीं hint दिया था. And the prime reason I came was most of my friends, the 2-3 close ones, were appearing for this entrance exam.
Okay.
And they were doing these classes. So I also tagged along.
So peer pressure brought you into this field.
More than peer pressure, I was not very sure.
Peer love.
So सब कर रहे थे, इसलिए I also joined in. So those are the two primary reasons. And ऐसा हुआ कि I excelled in that exam.
Okay.
Being one of the toppers in the city, got into a good college. So then I continued with the profession.
Great.
Yeah, that is how it happened.
So Neha, before we go into the next question, it just got into my head कि एक सवाल आपसे पूछना चाहिए कि A& Design Studio, इसमें कौन-कौन है, कितने लोग हैं, what is your strength, what is your team size?
Yeah, so the principal architects or principal designers are of course Neha Jaipuria Shelke and Amit Shelke. We are the two people or the two creative heads behind the whole office or the studio. We have a fixed accountant who's been working with us for many years. We have a fixed manager who's been working. The other design team is a variable team.
Okay.
We keep interns about 2 or 3 numbers, and we have 2 junior architects with us. So we are a team which varies from about 5 persons to 7 persons.
Great.
So we have a small team. It is not very intentional to have the small team, but this is a team that can freely interact with each other. They can discuss ideas, and also we are able to, interact with each other one-on-one basis. So that is why this is the size of the team.
So because I know you, I will try and correct you. It is not a small team. It is an efficient team.
Yeah, I guess so. I agree.
So Neha, कितने साल हो गए architecture and A& Design Studio को?
So basically we graduated in the year 2007.
Yes.
So professionally it has been around 16-17 years of being in the profession. 5 years of education. So I've been associated with architecture for about 24-25 years now. Like from year 2002 to 2024. So 22 years. But I started training with a senior architect first,
okay.
Unlike the new generation who directly wants to practice. So for about a couple of years, I was working with some senior architects in Nagpur, in Ahmedabad. Amit was working in Delhi for a couple of years. And once we decided to get married and settle down in Nagpur, A& Design Studio was started in the year 2011, the year we got married. So It's been 13 years for A& Design Studio.
So actually this question was asked to, lead me to my next question कि ये 13 years में कितने प्रोजेक्ट्स किए होंगे? A ballpark or you have an exact number?
No, I don't have an exact number, but last time somebody asked me a similar question, so I just did a mental math, and I think we are little above a century.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
commendable. You know. So my question actually is कि in this 100 plus projects, कोई एक ऐसा प्रोजेक्ट जो दिल के करीब हो, कोई अच्छा लग गया हो, जहां आपको ऐसा लगा हो कि आपको काम करके मजा आया?
So ऐसा बहुत बार डिजाइनर्स को पूछा जाता है, बट हम लोग हमेशा बोलते हैं our best is yet to come. You know, we
Right.
are never satisfied
That
with what
philosophical answer which
Yes,
you are
yes.
not going to give, of
No,
course.
I'm not going to give, because I do have my personal favorites, and I judge my personal favorites on the basis of now. कि अभी क्या है और पहले मैंने क्या किया. So one of my most favorite, or one of my most close to my heart project is the Talking Hands. It's a restaurant that has unfortunately closed down.
Yes.
But I was really attached to the project because we knew that the project would be helping people from a society who are deaf and mute. So we thought it is also our way to, you know, connect to the have-nots
Give
of
back
the
to the
society.
society.
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah. So that is why that project still remains very close to my heart.
So do you have photographs from that
Yeah,
project?
yeah, yeah. We have many. We
So I
have
would really request you to share them with us.
Yes.
You know, while processing this video, we will just put them so that
Yeah,
people, our audience, can see that.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I will do that.
So you know, we are shooting this near Women's Day,
Yeah.
and you know, I always admire women who pursue professions and you know work in the industry. But I always think कि कुछ तो पंगा होता है इनको, पर्सनल लाइफ, फैमिली लाइफ, यू नो, सोसाइटी के ताने वाला जो सीन रहता है. So I just wanted to know from you कि how difficult it is for a woman to be an architect, or is it a easy thing? Is it a strength or is it a weakness according to you?
Ankur, I'm really happy that you asked me this question, because often women are not taken very seriously in architecture. अगर एक husband wife couple है, architect couple है, so often Mr. Shelke is the architect and I am by default the interior designer.
Okay.
This is the general perception the people around us have. Also, architecture is not easy. You know, there was a time when parents thought कि लड़कियों के लिए बहुत easy field है और उनको इस field में डाल दो. सैडली बहुत सारे लोगों ने आगे आर्किटेक्चर परस्यू नहीं किया, या डिग्री ले ली और प्रोफेशन परस्यू नहीं किया, बिकॉज समवेयर डाउन द लाइन दे फेल्ट कि इट्स प्रीटी डिफिकल्ट. यू हैव टू डील विथ अ लेयर और अ सेक्शन ऑफ पीपल. साइट के लेबर से लेके आपको क्लाइंट से, हर किसी से डील करना होता है, अपार्ट फ्रॉम वेंडर्स एंड योर टीम एंड कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स. सो इट इज नॉट एन ईजी फील्ड. हाउएवर, it is a very fulfilling and a very giving field.
Okay.
आपको instant gratification मिलता है, आपको you can see a finished product. Right. So it is a great field in that way. Also, women in architecture are full of grit. They are very strong. They, you cannot take them lightly.
Which I know.
So I genuinely feel it's a great field if you do not give up and if you just hang in there. It might be a little tough in the beginning, but if you're good, you will go, places. That's what I feel.
Amazing thing. We had a similar talk with our previous guest, and she mentioned something about कि talent तो होना ही चाहिए.
हाँ.
लेकिन your attitude is what makes the difference. So do you agree to that?
Yeah, I do agree to that, but talent बहुत बार लोग adopt भी कर लेते हैं in practice.
Yes.
Attitude is something you wear on your sleeve.
Yes.
वो आपको adopt नहीं होता है.
So it comes with to you.
That flair comes naturally to you.
With your experience.
With your experience, yeah. So that is what I feel.
So Neha, you talked about society and family expectation, thinking कि ये easy field है, इसमें लड़कियों को डाल देते हैं type. And I know you are Agrawal Marwadi by blood.
Yeah.
So my question is कि does it help to be a Marwadi? Vendors. You have huge families, so वो initial projects आना. So does it help being a Marwadi or from a business community in the field?
It helped to get exposure.
Okay.
So I got early exposure. I will not deny it, but it does not really help in the long run. You have to be good. You have to perform. And
Of course.
ultimately, it is your work. Ultimately, it is your skill set. Ultimately, it is what you deliver will take you. It will go in the long run. Initial exposure, initial push के लिए it is okay, but ultimately it is you.
तो वो जो इनिशियल पुश की हम बात कर रहे हैं, तो माय क्वेश्चन इज कि वो इनिशियल पुश तो कभी मोस्टली फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट होता था ना?
Yeah.
आई रिमेम्बर मेरे घर का टीवी यूनिट नेहा ने डिजाइन किया, मैंने आज तक पैसे नहीं दिए उसे.
Yeah.
तो माय क्वेश्चन इज कि वो इनिशियल पुश, वो इट हेल्प्स यू इन अंडरस्टैंडिंग द मार्केट बेटर ऑफ कोर्स, बट वो शुरू में होता था आपके साथ भी कि चाचा का घर बनाना है, मामा का घर बनाना है, तो इसके क्या ही पैसे ले लूं और कैसे पैसे ले लूं.
Yeah, it still happens. मतलब वो तो ठीक है, घर वालों से क्या ही पैसे लेंगे, बट इनिशियली इट हैपेंड अ लॉट मोर, बिकॉज आपको भी था कि चलो एक्सपोजर मिल रहा है, कुछ तो काम मिल रहा है, देयर इज अ प्रोजेक्ट इन योर किटी, दैट वाज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट इनिशियली. तो पे और नॉट पे, यू गेटिंग अ प्रोजेक्ट, यू गेटिंग अ वर्क जिससे आप भी पॉलिश हो रहे हो, आपको भी एक्सपीरियंस बढ़ रहा है, सो व्हाई नॉट.
सो क्विक नोट टू आवर व्यूअर्स, नेहा रिश्तेदारों से पैसे नहीं लेती है.
या ओके, आई विल एग्री.
So Neha, हमने we have this habit of quickly converting a humorous talk into a serious talk. We do it all the time. तो मेरा एक सवाल है कि हमने बहुत बार सुना है कि आर्किटेक्चर चेंजेस लाइफ, आर्किटेक्चर मेक्स डिफरेंसेस. एक एग्जांपल दो ना इस बारे में.
So ट्रू है, a built environment can shape a person's personality. It can help you feel better. एक स्पेस में आने के बाद आप वैसा कैसे बिहेव करना है वो स्पेस आपको डायरेक्ट कर सकता है. यानी स्पेस में एक कैजुअल बिहेवियर भी होता है, एक स्पेस में एक फॉर्मेलिटी होती है. तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर आप हॉस्पिटल्स में जाते हैं या आप लाइब्रेरीज में जाते हैं तो ऑटोमेटिकली आप शांत हो जाते हैं. ठीक है. और जैसे ही आप रेस्टोरेंट में जाते हैं, वहाँ का वाइब, वहाँ का कैजुअलनेस देख के यू tone yourself according to that. So one little incident that happened with us during our initial years of practice, I think मेरा और अमित का साथ में third या fourth project ही था. The client was really nice enough to give us the project. आकोला का एक project था. Client के parents were little aged and they were little confined to the bed, not very active, not very mobile. We designed the bungalow for them. We did the interior design of the bungalow. Architecture was by another friend who recommended us for interior design. 8-10 years down the line, the parents are doing really well. They are mobile, they are active. Physically, वो ज़्यादा better हो गए हैं because the built environment, the positivity, the materials we use, that really helped them prosper and that really helped them feel better. तो ये तो हमने हमारा लाइफ देखा है कि किसी की हेल्थ इंप्रूव हुई है because of the built environment.
तो isn't it so satisfying to see this ना कि
yes.
चलो पैसे तो आते हैं, पैसे जाते हैं, हम मारवाड़ी लोग हैं, पैसों का तो ये है, लेकिन to see someone's life actually changing,
yes, utmost gratification you get. Money is, it's a part of the job you've done, you get reimbursed for the same. But when people are vocal, when they tell you that what you did changed it for us, that gives you the utmost level of satisfaction. Nothing is more satisfying than that.
Surely.
Not even a paycheck. A big juicy paycheck is also not enough in front of these kind words that come. And that too 8-10 years later. We just met them recently during Diwali and they still maintain that कि नहीं, उससे बहुत फर्क पड़ा हमारी lifestyle में.
And I just heard the story from you today and मेरे को हमेशा लगता था कि थोड़ा सा ग्लैम शैम ज्यादा है. काम तो ठीक है, हर कोई करता है, but this has changed my view about the whole thing. So thank you for telling me the story and making our viewers feel inspired. I think youngsters who are feeling to go into this industry should take this as an example कि why architecture. It is not always about money.
It is up to a point, but this is the next level of feeling good.
Yes. तो नेहा, एक चीज जो मैं चाहता हूं कि तुम करो वो ये है कि architects are not allowed to solicit business. You guys are modest when it comes to telling about you, and for me, thInQ is all about business.
Yeah.
एंड इट शुड बी फॉर बिजनेस. हम एक दूसरे की बातें समझे, हम एक दूसरे का काम करने का तरीका समझे, लेकिन कुछ तो बिजनेस गेन हो.
Yeah.
तो मैं ना, आई एम ओपनिंग दिस फ्लोर टू यू एंड आई वांट यू टू टेल आवर ऑडियंस एंड मी why should someone come to AN Design Studio. And I want you to be not modest here. Bluntly
No.
बताओ क्या
Yeah.
अच्छा है आप में.
Yeah. So, like you said, we are not supposed to advertise ourselves. We don't do paper ads. We, even our nameplates have to be of a particular size. We just can't be, all out and say, come to us. But if you still need me to speak on it, I will just give a 2-3 pointer. जो मैंने तुमको पहले भी बताया अंकुर कि we take a particular number of projects in a year. We don't want to go overboard because Amit and me, we are still the think tanks of the company.
Right.
Even after so many years, our staff is not doing designing. They might do a little bit of detailing, but primarily designing is mine and Amit's forte.
Okay.
And clients come to us, so we make sure that we give it to them,
Right.
not an intern. So that is one thing that we, by rule of AN Design Studio, we follow. Second, design is very subjective. I
Right.
have maintained this time and again that somebody might like a, old Victorian style,
Right.
while as the other person might like a minimalistic style, okay, with no ornamentation, nothing. So how we design is for you to, whether we fit into your taste or not. But you have to be rest assured when you come to us that you're going to get two honest people who will be working for you with the entire studio. And we take into account your needs. Sometimes I have heard many times that architects are very overpowering people. So in our case, we believe that it is for you we are designing. So we will definitely take into account what you want from us. So that is the second thing. And third is, time and again, I've maintained that we are two honest people who are into this field. We are here more for our passion than to make money. This is our skill set. This is what we know. We've been doing this for the last 16, 17 years and 5 years of formal education.
I know.
So this is what we know. This is what we believe in. And that is why you should come to us.
Yes. And I can vouch for each and every statement which Neha made. They are really very dedicated, very serious when it comes to their work. मुझे मालूम है कि एक भी डिजाइन, एक भी ड्राइंग बिना इनके नजरों के नीचे से जाए डायरेक्ट क्लाइंट को नहीं जाती है. एंड दैट शोज योर पैशन. I also agree that you are honest and very humble when it comes to your architecture and your design. But I will tell you personally, she is very overpowering.
No, that's not true. That's a friend topic. So
Yes.
No.
So now, Neha, while we were doing this small talk, मैंने realize किया कि इसमें हर stakeholder का ना कुछ लगा हुआ है.
Correct.
मैं अपना समय और टाइम दे रहा हूँ. मैं आप लोगों से नेटवर्क बिल्ड करता हूँ, स्ट्रॉन्ग करता हूँ. आप अपना समय और टाइम देते हैं तो आप लोग अपना कहीं विजिबिलिटी होता है, कहीं आपके आइडियाज लोगों तक जा रहे हैं.
करेक्ट.
तो ऐसे ही एक हमारे स्टेक होल्डर है विच इज द स्पॉन्सरर, विच इन दिस केस इज मी, बट इन फ्यूचर में भी शायद कोई और होगा. तो हमारा एक लास्ट सेगमेंट रहता है विच इज अबाउट स्पॉन्सरर. एंड ergonomics being a sponsor, this is a question we ask to everyone, that what is your take, modular furniture versus traditional carpentered furniture? And please be honest, because I know you will be. So what is your take, what is the future, and how this industry is?
So I think both have their pros and cons. Modular furniture is something that can be multiplied very easily.
Yes.
So particularly in the commercial sector where you're doing offices, you need about 200 workstations. So if you employ a carpenter or if you employ somebody who's going to work on site, it will be a very long, lengthy process. Yes. And it might not have the economic feasibility. Right. True. So modular is of course fantastic in that sense, wherein you have a single design that has been frozen and you have to make a replica of those.
Right.
Also, the margin of error is very less.
Yes.
Because it is factory manufactured. You get better quality. Having said that, in residential interiors in particular, handmade products or products that involve an artisan or a craftsman,
Right.
you get that novelty, you get that uniqueness, which modular furniture might not give you.
And that vibe.
Yeah, that vibe of, exclusivity is what I
Yes.
would like to put across. But also, even in residential interiors, a lot of factories are customizing as per the need. So probably the carcass would be modular, but the external fascia or, the look or the aesthetic aspects are being taken care of. So I think modular is looking really bright in the future. Because people are having lesser time, they want to, get things done quickly. So modular is doing very well. I am a little old school. I still use modular for my kitchens and, for office spaces and, showrooms. But as far as providing exclusivity in particular residential architecture and interiors, I'm still a, craftsman, artisan, carpenter person, because I'm able to, sort of also experiment in that case. So that is like a little, I would say, being little, self-centered in that case, because I am able to tell them what to do.
Right.
That is why. Otherwise, modular is doing really well, and it is the future for commercials.
Well, thank you so much, Neha. This segment is called Small Talk, and for once I'm thinking कि थोड़ा सा और बड़ा होना चाहिए था, because I really enjoyed talking to you. But because we keep it small talk,
Yeah.
let's keep it here and keep it simple. As usual, there are few people to thank. Of course, Neha, thank you
Thank
for
you.
trusting us with this. And thanks, Frames IQ, people behind the camera shooting with us. These guys are really good. We vouch for them. And please do connect with me if you want to get connected to them or Neha for any future needs. My personal take is, if you are planning to build a new house, home, office space, do connect with A&D Design Studio. They will do justice to your work.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.